So yeah, it's true. Flagstar TPO team has joined AD Mortgage. It was a long time, nearly 34 years I spent at Flagstar Bank in the TPO area. Um, it was quickly shuttled through Mr. Cooper to AD Mortgage, and let's tell you the whole story of how that went down. Um, yes, we're at AD Mortgage. We brought over our underwriters, closers, funders. They're all joining an existing group. So how this all happened? Let's unravel it a little bit. Uh, so yeah, it's true. Flagstar TPO team has joined AD Mortgage. It was a long time, nearly 34 years I spent at Flagstar Bank in the TPO area. Um, it was quickly shuttled through Mr. Cooper to AD Mortgage, and let's tell you the whole story of how that went down. Um, yes, we're at AD Mortgage. We brought over our underwriters, closers, funders. They're all joining an existing group. So how this all happened? Let's unravel it a little bit. Uh, First, we to April of 2021 when the NYCB decided that they were going to buy Flagstar for 2.6 billion. It took a year and a half for the completion of that sale. And then 3 months later, a crazy opportunity came out, and the FDIC asked Flagstar to buy Signature Bank. They did it, and things were looking bright, really. Flagstar was under Signature and New York Community Bank and Flagstar. We changed the branding. You may remember that change in the gold. New York Community Bank was declaring additional preferred stock dividends. We were setting record earnings. However, we grew into a large bank organization, an LBO zone. That's over $100 billion in assets, and we suddenly were subject to a lot more regulation. And under that greater scrutiny, um, there became questions about the signatures that Signature Bank holdings and some of their legacy commercial in New York City holdings. And immediately our stock dropped 42% overnight. The trading was actually halted on this. Um, During the massive plunge, I actually was sitting at a booth at a Michigan Mortgage Lenders Association event with the TV above my head reporting that the massive plunges and that there was a need for an investment or Flagstar was out. Well, Steve Mnuchin stepped in with a $1 billion commitment and gained control over Flagstar Bank at that point. But quickly thereafter, it was decided, hey, what dropped our stocks that dramatically was holdings, commercial holdings, real estate holdings, and they lumped in TPO residential lending as part of that issue. And therefore, gun shy, they sold it to Mr. Cooper, but Mr. Cooper really only had the intentions of grabbing the servicing rights. They bought both our TPO group and the servicing, but 2.5 months later, they've already sold this off to AD Mortgage. That sale became completed on April 1. Our two groups did $10 billion in origination last year. Meanwhile, the day before this completion of that sale from Mr. Cooper dumping our TPO division and keeping our service loans and servicing team, um, Detroit and Dallas announced that Rocket Company had bought Mr. Cooper, and now 1 out of every 6 mortgages in the country are going to be under Rocket's control, and their churning machine, industry-leading recapture capabilities are going to be chasing down those loans. Just kind of be mindful of that. But that's where they are. That's how we got to AD. Now I want to show you a little bit about AD.